Good morning student, welcome back to the online classes for Triveni Memorial School. So today we are going to start the 19th chapter for class 5th environmental studies, that is Save Wildlife. So let's get started. So first of all, here we have to understand the various ways in which we can conserve the wildlife animals, because of the human activities the population is decreasing. We have to understand what are the various causes which leads us to conserve these wildlife. Okay, so first of all we have to begin here. So Naveen was pleased to know that his class was going to an educational trip to Jim Corbett National Park. So there are various national parks and wildlife sanctuaries which are being built by the government, so that they can conserve, they can protect these wild animals. So similarly, Naveen was very happy to know that his whole class was going on to an educational trip to such type of national park, that is your Jim Corbett National Park. It is situated in Uttarakhand. So a few days before the trip, Naveen's class teacher briefed the students on how they should conduct themselves at the park. So his teacher taught them that how the people have to conduct, that means what is allowed, what is not allowed during the trip, what they can do. So she instructed strictly them not to tease any animals or offer them food. So there are various rules which we have to follow when we visit such type of national parks, because these are places which are built so that these wild animals can be preserved, they can be conserved in their natural environment. So let us understand. Naveen asked his teacher about the wildlife. So first of all we have to understand what is wildlife. So wildlife refers to all the wild animals, any wild animals or the plant which are living in its natural habitat. Okay. So wildlife consists of both plant as well as animals. These wild animals which are living in their natural habitat, that is forest. Okay. So more than, now if you consider the factorial things, is that 5,000 species of animals and 1,200 species of birds are found in the Indian forest. So this is our rich and varied wildlife heritage, which is our greatest national heritage, which moves on from one generation to the next generation. This is very important. Our wildlife, our forests, these play very important role in humans' life. Now we have to discuss one by one the various animals which are conserved in different national parks and where they are situated. So if we discuss about the Bengal tigers, so it has its home in Sundarban. They are found in Sundarban, which is located in West Bengal. Now if we discuss about your monkeys and elephants, so monkeys and elephants, their homes are generally the forest of Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Okay. So below here there are certain wildlife, that is wild animals are depicted. You can see here a tiger, a lion, an elephant, a rhinoceros, deer and a peacock. So these are the various there are wild varieties of animals and plants which are found and they are considered as wildlife. Now when we visit Kaziranga National Park, which is situated in Assam, and you can see there one-horned rhinos. So one-horned rhinoceros, they are being conserved in Kaziranga National Park. The next one, if you discuss about, is your Asian lions. They are being conserved in Gujarat. There is a national park for them, that is your Gir National Park. It is situated in Gujarat. So important thing is that you must remember which animal is being conserved in which national park and where is that park or national park is situated. Now we have to focus on the way why there is a decreasing in number of these wild animals, why their population is decreasing. So the first reason is deforestation and the another one is excessive hunting. So deforestation we have studied in the earlier also. Deforestation means cutting down the trees or cutting down the forest. Okay, so that is deforestation. So because of the increase in the population of humans, more and more trees are being cut down to make the room. So this deforestation is done by the human being so that they can install an industry, they can use that land for agriculture farm, they can build new towns and townment and cities can be made in these cleared. The land which was there for forest areas can be cleaned and they can set up these industries, agriculture, farms and cities on those land. Because of this cutting down of the trees has led to the destruction of the habitat of many wild animals. So as you are aware, these wild animals, their natural home is the forest, and if human beings are causing deforestation, so but obviously their natural habitat is being disrupted by us, and it will lead to the decrease in number of wild animals. Next reason is your excessive hunting. So as you are aware, the early humans, they used to live in the forest. They used to kill these wild animals for the food purpose, but the modern human being is also killing them not only for the food. They are not only killing them for food, but also they are killing them for the various benefits they are going to obtain. So you can see as an example over here, the leopards, the tigers, the crocodile and the snakes. These animals are being killed in order to get the skin. Okay, their skin can be used. So their skin can be used to make various leather goods. The Indian rhinos are being killed for its horns. So Indian rhinos, that is the reason why they are being conserved in this Kaziranga National Park. They are found there because these one-horned rhinos are being killed for their horns. Their horns is having their certain kind of medicinal properties. So because of these benefits, these animals are being killed. Because of this excessive hunting, it is also leading to the decrease in the number of these wild animals. Now, important fact which you have to be understanding is that there are certain animals like your mountain quill, the pink-hooded ducks, the Sikkim sage. So this is mountain quill, the pink-hooded duck, and the Sikkim sage is kind of a deer. So these organisms, these animals were present earlier. They were present on Earth, but now they have become extinct. That means there is no single member of this type of animals are found today. Okay, they have extinct. Now another example is the bisons, the antelopes, tigers and the lions. These are certain animals which can be considered as endangered species. That means if protective measures are not taken, if they are not conserved, then one day will come in the very near future, that these organisms will shift from endangered category to extinct category. Okay, so we have to pay more attention, take care about these. We have to pay more focus on conserving these endangered species. Now, the next topic is the conservation of wildlife. So, how we can conserve these wildlife? So, as you are aware, these animals are our national heritage and they have to be protected. So various measures are being introduced for that. For example, the hunting of animals is completely banned. It is now considered as a punishable offence. So completely banned. Hunting is completely banned. Nobody is allowed to hunt or kill the animals. And next is various national parks and wildlife sanctuaries are being developed, set up at different places in our country, so that these places are reserved and these animals can be protected in their various natural habitat. Okay, and these animals and birds can live freely in those areas. Now next method is preventing deforestation. If we prevent deforestation, this is also one way in which we can preserve the wildlife. Then next is publicity media. With the help of radio and televisions, people are being made aware about the importance of the wildlife. And next is your Wildlife Week. So from 1st to 8th October, week is being celebrated so that the people can be educated about the importance of wildlife. So these are the various measures which are done so that the wildlife can be conserved. Then on an international level, there are two organizations, that is your WWF, World Wildlife Fund for Nature, and IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. So these are going to take up the various projects so that the complete conservation of these endangered species can be taken care of. Then because there is a decreasing in population of the Bengal tigers which are found in Sundarban in West Bengal, because they are threatened to extinct, a new project was launched which was called as Project Tigers. So this was started by the government in various parts of our country. This program proved to be very effective. So this program has given the fruitful result. 27 tiger project was run in 14 different states. Because of this efforts for us to protect or conserve these Bengal tigers, their population has started to increase. The experience from this was gained, and now we have started another project, that is rhino project, so that it is rhinos are being protected in Kaziranga National Park. Okay. Then we help to conserve the wildlife by refusing to buy the various things. So how we can on our scale help these animals to these way to conserve these wildlife is by refusing. We should refuse buying those things which are made by these animals, like ivory, the horns and the animal skin. So let us make our country home to a rich variety of wildlife. We should protect our wildlife so that we can pass our national heritage to our future generation. So we should take initiative and conserve these wildlife, wild animals. On our scale, we should support the government in conserving and helping them out in conserving the various wildlife, whether it is animal, plants, birds, whatever it is. We have to protect these our wildlife, okay, because they are very important. That is our national heritage, and so that we in the coming generation we can provide these national heritage to our future generation. So now moving on to the exercise part. The first multiple choice question is, elephants are found in the forest of. So they are found in the forest of Kerala. Kaziranga National Park is national park. We see what we see, one-horned rhinos. Okay. Next, fill in the blanks is, rhinoceros is being killed for its horn. As I told you, its horn has a medicinal property. For that, the people are killing these rhinoceros. Animals are our national heritage and must be protected. So these are our national heritage. They have to be protected. Now moving on to the next question, you have to choose the odd one out. So here you can see the tiger, the lion, eucalyptus and rhinoceros. So these are various animals and eucalyptus is a plant. Now crocodile, snake, rhinoceros and leopard. So out of these three, rhinoceros is odd one out. The bisons, the antelope, the tiger and the Sikkim sage. So out of these are endangered species, but Sikkim sage is extinct species. Okay. Now next is your section B. You have, as I told you, these national park and which animal and is conserved and where it is situated. This is the important thing which you have to remember. So here next is the Gir National Park in Gujarat is a home to it is a home to the lions, the Asian lions. Next is a dash is a reserve area where the birds and animals are protected in their natural surroundings. So government has reserved the certain areas so that these animals and wild animals and birds can be protected in their natural habitat, in their natural surrounding. So these are nothing but they are the national parks. Now very short answer question. So here, how many species of animals and birds are found in Indian forest? So as I've told you, 5,000 species of animals, more than 5,000 species of animal and more than 1200 species approximately of the birds are found in Indian forest. Next is the national park famous for one-horned rhino. This question has been repeated so many times, so you should remember that. So one-horned rhinos, for that the national park is the Kaziranga National Park. Next is the short answer question, why are national parks set up in our country? Why? What is the reason why these are set up? Because these national parks are set up so that we can conserve the wildlife. The national parks are reserved and protected areas where the birds and animals live freely in their natural surrounding. To protect them, to conserve them in their natural habitat, in their natural surrounding, because of that these national parks are being constructed. Now what is Project Tiger? So Project Tiger is nothing, it is a program which is under which the tigers in the various parts of our country, that is India, were being given protection, and it was started when the Bengal tigers of Sundarban were on the verge of extinction. So as I told you, this Bengal tigers, they were in a category, they were in a verge of extinction, and because of that this Project Tiger was developed, it was run, and it was for protecting these tigers. Now next is your long answer question. First of all, why do human kills the animals? So animals are basically, they are providing human being various important things. Because of that, these humans are killing those animals for food. Like they are killed for the skin, like tigers, leopards, crocodiles, snake. They are going to kill them for skin. They are going to make the leather goods out of their skin. Then Indian rhinos, so these rhinos are being killed so that they can get its horn. The elephants are killed for their tusks. So various important things which are utilized by the humans. Because of that, they are going to kill these animals. Now next is, what are the steps which are taken by the government to conserve the wildlife? So wildlife, in order to conserve that, what government has taken the various steps? It includes following. First of all, it has set up a large number of national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. A large number of national parks and wildlife sanctuaries are being set up in different parts of our country. Then next is started Project Tiger, so that the Bengal tigers can be protected. Next is preventing deforestation is also a mean of saving the wildlife. Okay. And last one is the Wildlife Week from 1st October to 8th October is being observed every year. It is being celebrated so that the people can be educated about the importance of the wildlife. So I hope everybody has understood this. Go through the video once again and try to remember the various national parks where they are located, and which animal is being generally conserved in those national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. So hope to see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Thank you.